I'm making a name. I put on the jets, the coast regret even letting them stay in the game. See my route took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the San Francisco 49ers. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. He's on the ending. Slam. Check that.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Check.
On second down now, it's Brown. A great run here in the first, and I think we know one guy who wants a trip to that Super Bowl.
And the way his team is reacting, the way they're blocking for him, they want to go along with him, don't they?
Absolutely. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Brown. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On second down, it's Brown. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
36, 36. Check, 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 check.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
Let's go. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Check, check. Press down. Press down. Press down. Check 99. Check 99. Alert flare. Alert flare. 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 He's coming. Double up. Double up.
From the 31, Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch that end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 3 down. 3 down. Check.
Play action. Now Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
93's the mic. 93's the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run. Check. 93's the mic.
Now Jackson. And the pressure gets to him again. Quentin Williams, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
93's the mic. 93's the mic. And we heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges. Bang, 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 bang. Check. 93's the mic. 93's the mic.
Jackson from the shotgun. And an alley to run. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Running right, here's Brown. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. 72 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5.
The Vikings take over.
We got this.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now it's Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. A big pickup there. 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
It's a gain of 20. And the Vikings first down.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. Check, 93 is the mic. 93 is the mic. Let's go. Check, 93 is the mic. 93 is the mic. I got one. Check, 93 is the mic. 93 is the mic. Here we go. Let's go. 93 is the mic. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. In for the score as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point attempt here still to come. And that one makes it 14-7.
Next to score, Niners 14, Vikings 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Joker. Check it out.
They'll run on 1st down. Brown, only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Check 26.
On second down now, it's Brown. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Let's go now. You two, good team on it. Good team on it. You two, come on. Watch the out. Watch the out.
To throw on third down, Fernandez. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo. Yeah, get it. Off.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Check, 93. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic.
Jackson now. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
Get that ball. Get that ball. Go. 93's the mic. Come on, D.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here we go. Here we go. Time to end it. Stop your whining. Check. Check. Go. Check. Check. Check hot route.
On 1st down, Brown. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Well, from my vantage point, that's just one bad play by the offensive line and a running back who's had a lot of good ones tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be ticked off, nor is the offensive line, because to me it's a lot like a no-hitter, right? Pitcher's throwing a no-hitter, gives up a hit late. You're so close to accomplishing everything you want and don't quite get it done. They'll come back with a vengeance on the next play.
Check 24. Check 52.
To throw on 2nd down, Fernandez. It's caught by Jackson. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
I'm coming. Switch. Same on. Shoot. Watch safety green. Man. Safety hill. Shoot.
On third down, Fernandez. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Push him back.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quinnen Williams in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5. And he's going to go down again. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Check, 93's the mic. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Switch it. Come on, switch it. 66, pull it, half.
And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the 2nd half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10, kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll go again to Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40. The 40, 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Ronald Jones, 73 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
I can't believe they even let you play. Out. Tighten up.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a carry for Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
49, check 49. Watch the safety creep. You go come.
They'll run on first down. It's Brown, and he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now a handoff here to his running back. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. He swallowed him up. Now a handoff looking right. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 31. Check the backer. Check 3. Under 10. Go. 10.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's caught by Jackson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on 3rd. Looking to throw. Fernandez. And he fires one, but incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And his kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28. A gain of 3, second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Again, it's Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Ricky.
From the gun, Jackson is going to float this one deep right, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Tyreek Hill, 65 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this third quarter. That was after a good first half offensively.
and you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast because it takes some time to build up good momentum, great play calling, excellent execution, and then like a blink of an eye, you're losing the game. How do you get back there again? I'm sure they've talked about it, and they've got a plan. Now can they put it into practice?
The lead gone, now the search to find it again.
49ers 20.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch that. Watch that. Watch that. Yeah. 36. Check, 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 check. Slam, slam.
Looking to throw on second down. Fernandez. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down.
Brings up third down and 7.
The Niners on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Mike 10. Mike 10. Mike 10. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. 10's the mic. 10. It's a party now. It's a party now. Check 4. Check 4. Say. Check. Fresno.
From the gun, Fernandez dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brian Burns. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Elliott going to bite off about 7 on that one. A good run on first down. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 29-yard line.
56. Check 56. Here we go. 56. 56.
They go to Elliott again. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And it's 3rd down.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Undercrush.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Caught by Jones. It'll be a gain of 4, and it's a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Okay, look out. Watch the whip. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
They'll try to run some clock now with Elliott. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Again, it's Elliott. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration.
Here we go. Go to the ending. Yeah, let's go sandwich.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Motion. Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Hey, keep it, hey, Trump. Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. 66, pull it, high. Check.
They'll try to run some clock now with Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And finally, they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 26.
First down, Minnesota.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Stay at home. Check, 93. Hey, 93's the mic. Hey, keep it up. Check, 93's the mic.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
22-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check pass.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check, check, check.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Check 37. Next block. Right. Go. 56. 56, right there. 56. We don't want this. Check. Joker.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On fourth, they'll go again and try it once more.
Check 93's the mic. 93's the mic. Here I come. Check 93's the mic.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He is going to find Hill here. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So third and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Ronald Jones, his second touchdown of the night. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
That's it, baby. Let's go.
At their own 27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Switch. Check 24. Check 24.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the T-shirts at training camp next year, can't you? Unfinished business. Because they've got to find a way to motivate these guys to go through all the same pain, right? All the same tough stuff, and find their way back and give themselves a chance to win this game again next year.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.